Tonight, a special edition of World News Tonight, our 24 hours celebrating America's 250th.
The spectacular images coming in all day. The parade of tall ships into New York Harbor. Dozens of vessels from nearly 24 countries. The largest maritime gathering in modern history. The military flyovers, the roar of the jet engines, colorful trails of smoke filling the sky. Our team across the country with American troops in the U.S. and overseas. We were on the air this morning, 5 a.m. for the first sunrise over America on this 250th. Whit Johnson tonight on Ellis Island and Rachel Scott on one of the tall ships. Also tonight, President Trump first at Mount Rushmore, then set to address the nation from the National Mall tonight. The Washington, D.C. parade canceled because of extreme heat. Tonight, severe storms and dangerous heat gripping the country. Thunderstorms, lightning, and heavy downpours. More than 140 million Americans under alerts for life-threatening heat. The heat index, the feel-like reading, 102 in New York City, 104 in Philadelphia, 108 in Washington, D.C. Lee Goldberg standing by, tracking it all. In New York City tonight, the tight security around Madison Square Garden, the wedding of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. What's now been revealed tonight, and who presided over the ceremony. Tonight, America Strong, the American woman who rode on her own from California, making it to Hawaii and breaking records tonight. And America the Beautiful. Millions watched her stirring performance last night at the Statue of Liberty. Brandi Carlile singing America the Beautiful.
America, America.
Tonight, my interview with Brandi Carlile on the meaning of that song.
From ABC News World Headquarters in New York, this is a special edition of World News Tonight with David Muir, celebrating America's 250th birthday.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us as we continue our 24 hours of coverage, our celebration of America 250. Tonight, a special edition of World News Tonight, and it's already been a momentous day of history across America. We were on the air at 5 a.m. with the first sunrise over America in Acadia, Maine, Cadillac Mountain, and continued throughout the morning. And then New York Harbor coming alive, the parade of tall ships sailing up the Hudson River, dozens of vessels led by the U.S. Coast Guard's Eagle. The sound of thunder over New York, the skies filled with military jet flyovers, the skies painted in red, white, and blue. In Washington, D.C., the hottest 4th of July in 150 years. The parade canceled because of the heat. The Great American State Fair going forward, despite the heat index, the feel-like reading of 108 degrees. A monumental celebration of America, and we're still not finished tonight. ABC's Whit Johnson leading us off with the extraordinary images of this day.
Tonight, the historic 250th birthday of our nation. The Statue of Liberty welcoming a parade of ships. Americans across this country coming together to celebrate, from big cities to hometowns. David on the air at daybreak.
Take a look at that breathtaking sky as the sun is about to come up here in New York City, just after 5 a.m. in the east.
The day beginning with this spectacular sunrise. Our Gio Benitez watching it live in Maine.
What a gift it is to be able to be here in Maine on Cadillac Mountain, looking at that. Absolutely stunning.
In Philadelphia, the birthplace of the American experiment, Emmy winner Sheryl Lee Ralph waking us up with the national anthem at the Liberty Bell.
By the dawn's early light.
In New York City, the largest maritime gathering in modern history, a breathtaking flotilla of roughly 80 military vessels and tall ships from the U.S. and around the world. Huge crowds lining the banks of the Hudson River.
I think this is awesome.
David live on the air, witnessing a majestic military flyover.
Just beyond me, just over Liberty Island, the Statue of Liberty, you can see the flyover and the red, white, and blue trailing those jets heading up the Hudson River here. Wow, that is an incredible sight.
Lee Goldberg on the deck of the USS Golden Eagle.
Whether it's warships or flyovers or tall ships behind us, I mean, you're just turning around and looking. There's another sound. A B-52 just went by a little while ago. It's incredible. They've been telling us to put our earplugs in, and there's good reason.
We're near Ellis Island, where more than 12 million people arrived decades ago to become Americans.
What is it that you prefer to reflect on a day like today?
That we're able to come together as a nation and celebrate a seminal moment in history.
The Golden Knights.
In the nation's capital, elite Navy parachutists descending on the National Mall.
Wow, what a beautiful sight here over the skies of our nation's capital.
Nationwide, millions gathering to cheer on parades down main streets. From Washington State, kids on bicycles in red, white, and blue.
We have a great, great country, and we need to really appreciate it.
To Minnesota, classic cars on display delighting the smallest fans. In Texas, Lady Liberty and Uncle Sam taking center stage.
It's go time!
And it's not the 4th of July without that uniquely raw slice of Americana.
3, 2, 1, go!
The annual Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating Contest. Thousands gathering in Coney Island, Brooklyn.
With 66 Nathan's Famous hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes, Joey Chestnut!
And as the sun marched west,
quite the sight to see.
The celebration meeting the sun-drenched coast of Huntington Beach, California.
Look at the crowd, look at it, it's just the place to be.
And tonight, the new American faces.
I hereby declare on oath
Are Steve Osunsami at Monticello in Virginia, the former plantation of Thomas Jefferson, as 75 people were sworn in as new citizens.
It's a proud day for these families, a proud day for these citizens who've worked so hard to get to this point.
A day of celebration filled with hope for the future.
And David, tonight thousands of people are lining up along the Hudson River with this gorgeous backdrop of the Statue of Liberty behind me here, ready for the fireworks at the nation's largest July 4th celebration. David.
All right, Whit Johnson on Ellis Island for us tonight. Whit, thanks so much. By far among the most spectacular sights of the day, that parade of tall ships right into New York Harbor right here behind us. You can see the Statue of Liberty over my shoulder here, right out there on Liberty Island. What an extraordinary vantage point we had today. We watched as the tall ships came right into the harbor and right up the Hudson River here, the largest gathering of its kind ever. 40 tall ships from 22 countries, and ABC's Rachel Scott on one of those tall ships.
With thousands of spectators lining the shores, the majestic parade of tall ships set sail through the Hudson River. More than 40 vessels from all over the world traveling here to celebrate America 250. And leading the way, America's tall ship, the Coast Guard Cutter Eagle.
When you get on board this ship, you just can't help but look up.
Right.
The cadets showing me how to train the old-fashioned way.
Heave! Heave!
And climbing the mast.
Is this a good time to say that I'm afraid of heights?
The wind picking up the higher we go.
It definitely gets a lot more narrow. Oh my gosh!
You made it up.
Whew. I don't know how we made it, but we made it.
So you're about 47 feet in the air.
Are you sure it's just 47 feet?
It feels a little higher.
It does feel a lot higher.
The Eagle has guided ships for decades.
The bicentennial, Operation Sail well underway. The United States bark Eagle leading the parade.
Leading the bicentennial parade for cheering crowds beneath the Twin Towers. 50 years later, the Eagle charting a new course for the next generation of Americans.
David, 22,000 sailors were out on the Hudson today. One lieutenant commander telling me this is one of the most complex operations they've carried out. David.
Rachel Scott on Ellis Island tonight for us as well. Rachel, thanks so much. President Trump first at Mount Rushmore last night, then set to address the nation from the National Mall tonight. The Washington, D.C. parade canceled because of the extreme heat. Here's Mary Bruce.
President Trump tonight preparing to address the nation from the National Mall, the culmination of a whirlwind 24 hours that took him from the White House to Mount Rushmore and back again. Trump cast himself as a defender of American culture, pledging to give our country its identity back.
The identity of a nation is the destiny of a nation, and America has a destiny like no other because we are a people like no other. For whatever reason, that's just the way it is.
In his highly partisan speech, the president warning of a, quote, communist menace.
Communism is the exact opposite of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It's death, tyranny, and the pursuit of evil.
And David, President Trump speaking here tonight, he is eager for a big crowd, posting that the heat, quote, isn't as bad as predicted. We should note it is around 100 degrees here right now. But the president says he's going to give a big, long speech anyway, just to show that he can do anything. David.
Mary Bruce with us here tonight. Mary, thank you. The severe storms spawned by this dangerous heat gripping the country, thunderstorms, lightning, and heavy downpours. In fact, powerful storms in the New York City area in the last 24 hours, lightning striking the top of One World Trade. More than 140 million Americans under alerts tonight for life-threatening heat. The heat index, that feel-like reading, 102 in New York, 104 in Philadelphia, 108 in Washington, D.C. There is some possible relief in sight. Lee Goldberg with the forecast, and ABC's Matt Rivers with the images tonight.
Tonight, powerful storms fueled by record-breaking heat threatening millions on this historic holiday. Wow. Overnight, storms snapped trees in Wisconsin and sent tents flying in Michigan. On New York's Coney Island, high winds whipped up a sandstorm and families ran for cover. Mother Nature's fireworks hitting New York's One World Trade Center multiple times. On Fort Myers Beach, a 51-year-old man standing in shallow water was struck by lightning and killed. 3 family members nearby were also hurt. And after multiple shark sightings in the Northeast, at least 2 people are dead after drowning in rip currents off Daytona Beach overnight. Today marking Washington, D.C.'s hottest 4th of July on record. So after scenes like this Friday on the National Mall, officials making the tough decision to cancel this morning's parade through the city streets. And David, as we prep for fireworks here in New York City, we are under a severe thunderstorm watch through this evening. David?
Matt Rivers with us tonight on the weather. Matt, thanks so much. Let's get right to ABC senior meteorologist Lee Goldberg, who was also out on the tall ships today, back with us here tonight with the forecast. Hi, Lee.
Hey, David, we're going to extinguish the extreme heat here in New York City, but it could happen with some storms. Our storm threat tonight runs all the way from the plains into the mid-Atlantic, the Delmarva this evening, but New York City too. Let's time these storms. As we go through the evening hours, it's in the Delmarva, but look at New York City between about 10 and midnight, maybe 1 a.m. Some strong thunderstorms may happen during fireworks, or maybe as people are heading home, could be quite dangerous. Around the country, watching scattered showers all the way into parts of the Ohio Valley, and Nashville looks okay. Spotty storms mainly to the west, storms in Oklahoma. It's best in the west. Again, storms tonight in New York City. David?
Meteorologist Lee Goldberg back with us tonight. Lee, thank you. In New York City, the wedding of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, and what's now been revealed tonight, and who presided over the ceremony. Here's Morgan Norwood.
After weeks of mystery, tonight finally new details about the wedding of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. That just married sign flashing the news for fans outside Madison Square Garden.
It's exciting. I just wanted to tell them congratulations.
The ceremony was officiated by actor and friend Adam Sandler. The bride and groom wearing custom couture Dior, their brothers by their side, Jason Kelce serving as best man, Austin Swift as man of honor. 1,000 family and friends descended on the area under privacy tents and tight security, but a few sharing this on their way out.
They cried and they laughed and they danced and they hugged and they kissed.
Good morning, America. Happy 4th of July.
George, Robin, and Michael were among the guests, too.
It's hard to imagine that a place that big and a wedding with such stars could feel so personal and so intimate.
Because they had their neighbors, their high school friends. It was like any wedding that you would attend.
It was their dream wedding. Yeah.
And capping the night, the Empire State Building lighting up blue in honor of the newlyweds.
And David, one more romantic detail. You ready? The couple writing their own wedding vows and little books, quite literally, the love story. David?
All right, Morgan Norwood with us here tonight. Morgan, thank you. When we come back here, the American woman making history tonight. The record-breaking moment rowing on her own from California all the way to Hawaii. How she did this. Also ahead, Pope Leo with a special message for his fellow Americans on this 250th. And millions of Americans watched her stirring performance at the Statue of Liberty. Brandi Carlile singing America the Beautiful. It was something. Tonight, my interview with Brandi Carlile, and you will hear her perform that song in a moment. Tonight, hear the American woman making history. Kelsey Fendler becoming the first American woman and the youngest at 32 to row solo from California to Hawaii. She arrived in Honolulu this morning, more than 2,400 miles in 43 days, 17 hours, 55 minutes. Congratulations to her, just incredible. When we come back tonight, Pope Leo, of course, the first American Pope, and his message on this 250th. And Brandi Carlile here singing America the Beautiful in a moment. Tonight, Pope Leo with a special 4th of July message on this 250th. The first American Pope, of course, urging the U.S. on this 4th of July to welcome and protect immigrants. The Chicago native noting in a commemorative letter that immigrants have shaped America's character. When we come back on the broadcast tonight, we're going to take you over to the Statue of Liberty. You will hear Brandi Carlile performing America the Beautiful and what she told me about that song. And finally tonight here on this 250th, that moment last night at the Statue of Liberty, Grammy winner Brandi Carlile performing America the Beautiful. We began our 24 hours of coverage at the Statue of Liberty last night to celebrate America's 250th. Grammy winner Brandi Carlile right there with us in the shadow of Lady Liberty, performing America the Beautiful. And tonight here, Carlile on the meaning of that song, singing it on the 4th. The power of those words. The singular Brandi Carlile with us here as we mark America's 250th. And, I'm struck by this song. It means so much to so many. We grew up as children in this country singing this song.
Yeah.
And you now perform it in your own way. And I'm curious what you think about as you're performing America the Beautiful.
Well, I mean, it's a beautiful melody, but I love the lyrics to this song. I think that this song has so much hope in it, but the hope never really becomes a boast. There's something about that kind of patriotism that I can stand behind, where the song almost feels like a prayer, like a beautiful prayer about where we believe that we can get to as a country, instead of kind of bragging about where we believe we are. And I love that.
The possibility is still ahead.
Possibility still ahead and behind.
And then her performance. Performing America the Beautiful, Brandi Carlile.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains of majesty, above the fruited plain. God shed your grace on me and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for heroes prove through liberating strife. Success be nobleness, and every gain confirm thy soul with self-control and liberty and law. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains of majesty, above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed your grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea.
Our thanks to Brandy Carlisle. It sure was extraordinary. Coming up tonight, Ryan Seacrest with Nashville's Star Spangled Bash live on ABC here tonight. Reba McEntire, Tim McGraw, Nick Jonas, so many others. We'll see you later tonight right here. I'm David Muir. Until then, good night.